project. We have a leaking hot water heater. So we're going to replace this one with a new one. And it's leaking from underneath the aluminum shield. So there's water. You can see the water is coming down. There's water in the pan. So that means that the tank's leaking. So I didn't get lucky. And I'm going to have to replace the tank. Inside this aluminum shield is a steel tank with welds. The welds leak. Once the welds leak, you're done. You need to replace the heater. So there's no fancy trick here. I went to Home Depot, bought a new heater, and I'm going to end up replacing it. Other areas they can leak is the pressure valve, but you would see it leaking on the outside. If it were leaking from the pressure valve, you could replace the pressure valve, but that means that the tank is getting too hot, so you need to turn down your temperature. The other area it can leak is the end valve. There's no water on the top, so it tells me it's not leaking from there. Or it can leak from the return valve, but it's not leaking from there either. So you turn your pressure down here. In this case, it's leaking in my pan. My pan must be leaking as well because it's also getting into my carpet. And it's leaking down the stair railing. Right here, my paint's all bubbled up now, so I'm going to have to fix that. But I can't let the leak continue to leak or it's going to damage. So, yeah, it's leaking here. I've got paint leaking here, paint leaking here. Paint bubbling, I mean. So I went to Home Depot, bought a new tank, and I'm going to replace it.
A new tank. I want to see that.
But, yeah, if your tank, if you see this,
Daddy,
your tank's leaking.
Daddy,
It's all inside. And for whatever reason, this tank is supposed to drain in the pan, but it's not. It's just leaking out of the pan somewhere.
Let me see.
I don't see it, but when we take the tank out, we'll probably see it.
Let me see, Daddy.
See that, Mama?
I see the pen.
The pan should have a drain in it, but we'll figure out what's going on with that in a minute.
Yeah.
So there's straps. You undo your straps here and here. There should be a gas shutoff valve. That's right there. I've shut off the gas. There's a water shutoff valve. That's right there.
Let me see, Daddy.
There's an exhaust
Let me see the shutter.
fan as well. So, all right, we'll get to it.
Daddy, let me see the.
Okay, so I know when I need expert help. And my father-in-law, he's an expert plumber. He's helping me out. He's removed the gas line. The shutoff valve that's there is out of code, but the new hot water heater has one. So he's removing the gas valve first. Or the gas line first. Do you think we'll need that?
Grandpa, you gotta lock the door.
I need to, Mom.
So did you check it out? Is it the, it's the tank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you got water from the bottom, there's a tank.
Yeah, the new shutoff valve should have a downspout, right?
Oh, yeah.
But this only shuts off the gas and doesn't relieve the pressure. You know, in the video.
It's just for the,
I'm just giving you like. It's just for the gas, right?
it's all it is.
I love you, Dad.
Okay.
Okay, so we've removed the gas line, which is right here. We're removing both water lines. This is the out water line. The tank is full. This is the return, or the inlet water line, which we shut off the valve. This is the return out to the hot water. We're going to undo these screws right here to remove this out. And then we're going to drain the tank. Right here is a drain valve. It connects here. It's got a pump, which we're going to plug in to pump out the tank. Connected to a garden hose that goes into the bathroom. So, once the tank's drained, we've taken the straps off. Once the tank is drained, we'll pull it out and bring the new tank in. There's a screw on the top, I think.
Is the washer really leaking?
Yeah, Mama, the hot water tank's leaking. So that's the inlet valve, right?
Oh, oh.
That's the inlet valve?
Hmm?
That's the inlet valve?
Yeah,
Let me see.
there's the one coming in.
And that's the return.
That's the hot water. Right. That's why you never put on this side.
So what's that vent that's up there? Was that an old vent that they don't use anymore? Or?
Yeah. Is it probably there for the water heater? Just because it's supposed to be a vent
In and out?
in and out. That's why when you have it inside the house, it's supposed to be slots on the top and the bottom.
Yeah, there's a slot here.
Huh?
There's a slot down here.
No, that's for this.
Is that for the heater?
That's for the heater.
Oh, there's a slot right there. I see it.
Hmm?
There's a slot there. Is that because of carbon monoxide buildup?
Yeah. So it requires two vents, one on top, one on the bottom. So they put that one in there. So they don't want to open the door. They put the other one on the bottom.
Oh.
I think it's empty. It's ready to go.
So it already all leaked out?
Yeah.
I'm back.
What time you close?
I closed it a few hours ago.
It rains. No, it's
I always got it in there.
That's what.
I'm pressing down the hose. That's why I'm.
Don't press on the hose.
Why?
So plug it back in.
Yeah.
So we're pumping out the water. Hey, Robert, how many gallons was that tank?
How many gallons is this?
Yeah,
It's
I got a 50. Where do you see the gallons on it? Oh, yeah, right there. US gallons, 40. Yeah, the largest they had was a 55. But I figured the 50 was, that was like $200 more, so I'm like. I think it's about the same, the height. I think the width is going to fit fine. Yeah, it didn't look much bigger than this.
It takes like 2 hours to bring it in. 40 gallons. Just with the hose.
Just with the hose to drain it? Why?
It takes forever.
Oh, because it's not under pressure. So without the pump, it takes 2 hours to drain. Wow. Okay, so this is the new water heater from Home Depot. Performance Platinum. It's a 50 gallon. It's supposed to be energy saving. I don't really care about all that. But here it is. And we're going to throw it in right now. It comes with the nipples at the top. So you don't need to buy the nipples. But there is an installation kit you probably want to buy. It comes with everything that you need. New gas line, Teflon tape, braided steel hoses. You're going to need all that because it's hot water. It cost me $5.99 for the heater. $5.99 for the water heater, $30 for the install kit. So $6.30. When you do boxies, there's this dotted line down here. You cut the dotted line. Let everybody know online, right? The tricks of the tricks. Yeah, I've learned so much off of YouTube. Pass it forward. Cut the side. And it unwraps. And here's what you get. You get the tank. You get a couple padded insulation hoses. Comes with the nipples on top. Does it come with the metal air vent? Yeah, probably in there. Yeah, you get the, what's that called?
The hoop.
The hoop. Goes on top. You get the regulation pressure valve. Do you got a downspout for this? You need to put a downspout here because when the temperature gets above 220, this valve will pop and it's scalding hot water. You want it to go down into your pan. So it's important to put that downspout. It's also code. You have to have it. And then here's your regulating box, your igniter, your temperatures. Thermostat light code. It's probably taken us, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours to put in?
That much.
Great, it's damaged. Should I take it back? Yeah. Yeah, there's damage in this one. What is this aluminum sheeting for?
So right now, already. Right there, the punch. It's in.
This?
No, on the cardboard box.
Oh. Yeah, there's a hole in the cardboard box and there's a punch hole. Alright, well, I'm going to Home Depot. Alright, hold on one second. Alright, so like most projects, it's like almost 11 o'clock and Home Depot's closed. So we are taking the gas line from the heater, which was real long, and we are going to temporarily use it on the hot water heater so that we can take a shower in the morning. And then my father-in-law is going to come over with a new line, or I'll go to Home Depot and get another line tomorrow. But there's a lot of custom things you got to do on a job at the last minute, so this is one of them. So the point of the story is you may want to buy extra parts when you're buying the water heater and just return what you don't need.
Okay.
But
Now,
in case,
open the gas.
go open the gas. Alright, so to start the hot water heater, you pump it and prime it. And then that's an electronic clicker that gives a small spark. And then there's a window that you look down at the bottom right here to see if it's ignited or not.
Not on this one.
No? Oh, okay. On this one, there's a status light that tells you that it's gone. So what's the red flash? Not happening? It goes green when it's good? So you're supposed to hold the prime pump for a minute. There it goes. So what are you looking for here? It to flash.
When it starts flashing, that means it's ready.
Okay. And you hold the prime in for a minute, and then you pump it a couple times, and then you hit the igniter.
You prime it first. Let the air go out. Unless you replace something of this, just this one, just open it, let the air go out, and tie it at the same time. When you tie it, you prime it like 20 times, hold it in, press the button,
Okay.
wait, press again, wait, press again until you see the light start flashing. That means it's ready. When it's ready, you release it and turn it to whatever you want. I don't know what you don't want it real high, right?
No. Whatever is good, so that we don't have the same problem. See that light flashing? That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So you should set your temperature up to about B, which is medium.
B, C, between B and C.
In between B and C. All right. We're cooking with gas and the hot water's not leaking, and a few more repairs tomorrow and we'll be good.
Roberto,
Yeah.
¿quiere que le dé un vaso de agua? Un
Aquí
vaso
tengo agua, mi.
de jugo.
No, aquí tengo agua, mira.
¿Te
¿Quién me
cuentas?
trajo?
Oh, okay.
¿Quién me trajo?
Okay, to test your gas lines, you can get some soapy water, some dish soap, and just brush it on here or spray it on here, and you'll see if it bubbles, you have a gas leak. I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. Also down here, there's an indicator light where if you look up in here, you can actually see, I don't know if I can get this camera in there. You can see the flames burning. And that tells you that. Let me turn off this flash. See, there's the little peep window right there. It will tell you whether or not it's lit. And everything looks good. In about 45 minutes, we should have. Okay, so we're at the tail end of the water heater. It's installed. It's working good. So we just need to put a downspout because it's right here on this water heater. This temperature gets really hot. Home Depot's figured it out. They sell this downspout pipe already preformed with the fitting. It fits right in. And what you want to do is you want to measure from the top to the bottom. From the top, see it's a little over to the bottom. I believe it's 57 inches. And we're going to use PVC pipe cutter. And we need to put in the gas line for the heater. So I'm going to do that too. I've got that here. And then we should be done. Probably be all right. All right, so turn it on. Maybe turn. I don't know. Anyways, so we're at the very tail end of the hot water heater. This is the safety spout. There's a safety pressure regulator here. If the water gets over boiling over 220, it'll blow. If you don't have this, it'll shoot everywhere. So Home Depot sells this already pre-made with the nipple on it and the tube. It's like $3. So what you want to do is you want to measure. You don't want it flush to the floor, but you want it above, still in the drain pan, but not to the floor. So I've got about 54 inches here. So I'm going to take this. 54 inches. Throw that here. I'm going to use this PVC pipe cutter to cut off the excess. Yeah, that should be perfect. Little pipe tape. And we just screw this up into here. And then it just dangles down here at the bottom, puts the water into the pan where it should be. You could strap it, but it can remain loose. And then the last thing I need to do is the gas lines. So I'm sealing off the tape again. I'm having to break the tape because it won't wrap around. I'm going to use some pipe dope. This is T+2. just to add the extra bit of sealant. Just coat it around the threads. It's gas. Take my gas line. And you can test a gas line to see if it leaks with a little soapy water. Just use some dish soap and spray it on there, and if it bubbles out, then you know it has a leak. And this ends our water heater install. It's late June here, so fireworks are going on. So just a tip to you, the water heater is a 2-man job. These water heaters are 300-400 pounds. To lift them and move them, you're going to need 2 guys. I already shown where I got cut. So use a rag or big work gloves to grab the heater and move it. But 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah, it's about a 2-hour job if you have everything. So just buy the installation kit. You need the downspout, buy that too. There's a $30 installation kit at Home Depot. This is $3. And then besides that, some pipe dope and some gas threaded tape. You're set.